This video talks about everything I've learned so far on my journey to doing a Binding of Isaac no movement keys run. To start off, I'd like to lay down some rules and explain why in the footage you will see me walking in areas that don't have enemies. For this run, I'm using the glass cannon, and the way I would obtain this when doing a fully legitimate run is by using Eden. If you don't know what, who, and how Eden works, here's a quick rundown. Eden is a character you can play in Binding of Isaac that allows you to get a random active item and a random passive item at the start of your run, as well as different starting heart counts and types of hearts, but this isn't very important for this run and I'll explain that in a moment. The items you get are random, so this requires a lot of luck to obtain the item you want. So to circumvent this, the way I'm doing this in the meantime is I'm using a mod, so it's actually doable while I'm practicing doing this actual run. Now why do hearts not matter? Well, the glass cannon is an active ability that grants knockback to the player, allowing slow movement, and the glass cannon is a term used in games to refer to putting all your money, points, or stats into damage and none into health, generally speaking. So in Binding of Isaac, the way the glass cannon works is, if you get hit, it breaks and doesn't function the same anymore, meaning the run is over because you can't use it once you've been hit. Now, moving is something I do outside of rooms that have enemies and certain spike traps that I know I could do entirely safely with the glass cannon ability and no movement keys. This is mostly just to save time. Finally, before I move on to things that I've learned, I'd like to point out that it's not possible to open doors with the glass cannon, and using bombs doesn't really work since you take damage and the glass cannon breaks if you do so. Here are some of the things that I've learned while doing and working on doing a Binding of Isaac no movement keys run. Any item that affects heart count or is activated by taking damage is worthless. Items that grant invincibility are amazing. The Hemolacria, I don't fully know how to say it, is amazing. For those of you who don't know what it does, it pretty much shoots an arc tear, a big arced tear, and increases the damage and shatters into more tears when landing. It has a lot of use in a no movement keys run, and paired with the glass cannon is super effective. Next, spike traps can end a run no matter how good it's going, due to the fact that they have lots of movement speed and you have limited movement speed and you can't kill them. Certain bosses are way easier to defeat than other bosses, and some are almost impossible. I hate roundworms. They are extremely difficult to deal with without movement keys. Active items found in treasure rooms are useless since the glass cannon already takes up the active item slot. I know some people might point out the fact that the backpack allows you to have 2 active items, but the issue with this is the odds of actually getting the backpack is really low, as well as getting the glass cannon in the same run. And finally, to actually do this run, relying on more than one item is a bad idea, since the odds of obtaining more than one item that you really want is really low. Thank you for watching today's video, and see you in the next one. Also, leave any ideas you have in the comments, it's greatly appreciated.